All right, let's get into it because we want to put her back into it. Okay, so this is the babe. This is Jordyn Woods, and this babe is so stunning. I saw her birthday look that was done by Emily Alexander, and I was like, girl, I want to recreate this look. And that's what we're going to do. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my brows. So I'm first going to be using this micro pencil from Omari Code Beauty, and I'm going to use that to line my brows and create an outline for the brows. Then to fill in the brows, I'm going to use a regular sharpened pencil. This one is from Mabrook, and I like how thick the wax is, and I like how it really just coats my hairs and just really also lays my hairs down because it's a thicker wax than the other micro pencil. So yeah, I'm going to use that to fill in my brows, and I'm going to be making sure I'm bringing in my brows closer to the bridge of my nose. That way my nose is going to look snatched like Jordyn's, you know. So next I'm going to be cleaning up the brows with a concealer. This concealer is about 2 shades lighter than my actual complexion. I noticed that she didn't really have like too bright of a brow highlight, so I'm keeping it very nice, very natural, keeping them brows bold and glam ready, just like Jordyn. Okay, you can call me Borden. Just call me BREGA. Really, just call me BREGA. So this brush is dope, and I love my brows. So I'm going to be using the other side of the brush to clean up the concealer, blend the concealer downwards, because you don't want to have excess concealer sitting by the base of your brows, because it's just going to start to shift upwards and it's going to disrupt that clean, crisp line that you've created. So blend that concealer out. So I'm doing the same thing on the other side because no reason. I'm just doing the same thing on the other side because balance, baby. Okay, so last, I'm going to be cleaning up the top of my brows with a concealer that is actually closer to my skin tone, because I don't want to have a halo brow. Maybe like 1 shade lighter, and that's it. The brows are done. So to lock in all that hard work, I'm going to be using some setting powder. It's a translucent powder, you know, colorless powder, to just press into the brows to lock them in. Then I'm going to use the same brush to dust off the powder. So now what I'm left with is like a natural tint to my brow hair. So it looks like natural brows, like brow hair color. And that's cool. I like that. So we're going to set them brows with brow gel. This is clear brow gel from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I've had this product for too long. It's probably expired, but who cares? It's still working for me, so I'll keep using it. Well, I don't really think it's expired, I hope. But yeah, that's the brows. Also going to flick the beginning of my brow hairs just to get them nice and flicky. So next, I'm going to be prepping my eyes for eyeshadow. I'm going to be patting on some concealer onto my eyelids. This is going to serve as a base for my eyeshadow. It's also going to make sure that my eyes are nice and even, so that when I apply the color distribution is going to be even all around. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but if you get it, good. So we're going to spread that concealer across my lid. I'm going to merge it with the concealer that I have in my brow bone. And lastly, we're going to set that concealer with a little bit of translucent powder. Notice how you don't even see the powder. That's how little powder. That's how much I use in the powder. Very, very little. So I'm going to be using this eyeshadow palette from Macari. I think this is where I just messed up a little bit, because like Jordyn had like a purpley tint to her eyeshadow, but I don't know. I didn't really see that day. Maybe I was just experiencing a bit of color blindness. But yeah, I'm using this reddish toned eyeshadow. I'm just applying that in my crease and connecting it to my outer V. Next, I have to catch up. So next, I'm going to be applying some concealer to my mobile lid, and that's the part of my eyes that actually moves. I'm going to be applying some concealer to my mobile lid and up to my crease. And then we're going to blend that into the outer V, and again, up to the crease. It's like a soft cut crease. Yeah, so now I'm going to be cleaning up the edges of that cut crease with the same brush that I used to apply that eyeshadow. Now, this color, I'm going to be using this color. I'm not too sure if it's similar to what Jordyn used, but ooh, yeah, it is. It works. This is about the only thing I got right when it comes to tone. This color was perfect. It's very, very similar to the color that Jordyn had. And that's what I am patting on my eyelid. I'm using a fluffy brush because I want to be able to pack some of the products and then deposit it onto my eyes. I'm not using a synthetic brush for this because I want to make sure that I'm picking as much product as I want, because the thing about matte eyeshadow is that you need to make sure you're picking a lot of product so that you can spread it. Is because once you set that first layer, that's it. It really is hard to build up to a very nice pigmented base. So now I'm going to be blending out the edges of that color. With the same brush, I actually added a little bit of color to it, and yeah, that did the trick. So now I noticed that she had like a smoked out liner, so I'm going to be using my Night Moth pencil from MAC as my eyeliner. Yes, you can do that. And I'm going to be smoking out that color with a small pencil brush just to give me that smoked out effect. We're gonna smoke. This is the only smoking I do. Now I'm going to be blending over that shadow with that brownish eyeshadow, and I'm also going to be connecting that to the outer corner of my eyes. This is me trying to wipe out excess eyeshadow fallout, but then the eyeshadow didn't fall out that much, so this was completely unnecessary. I could have actually just waited to do this with concealer, so yeah, props to the eyeshadow brand. Next, I am going to be applying my lashes. Jordyn had very like natural looking lashes, like lash extension style looking lashes, and I noticed that her lashes were upturned, so that's what I'm going to be trying to achieve. I applied my lashes and then I'm going to be curling them with a lash curler so that it can just go up, you know. So when it's up, you know that it's stuck with some glue. Now taking off any excess products I have on my skin, because we're about to get into that base and we don't want to mess up with this face. Looking for more bars, but I don't have stars. That doesn't make any sense. Anyways, wiping off my makeup, my skin, so that I can prepare for skin prep. The first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be applying a serum. Now why I like to use the serum first is because I like to layer my moisture whenever I'm doing my skin prep. So I start with a hydrating serum. That one will help to penetrate, that one will help to moisturize my skin from within. And then I'm going to lock in all that moisture with this moisturizer. This is my baby. This is my collab with the Miracle Beauty. This moisturizer is perfect for hot days. This moisturizer is perfect for people with oily skin or combination skin. It's very lightweight. It contains collagen, so it gives you that nice bouncy look to your skin. It contains elasticin, also gives you a nice bouncy look to your skin. Also contains hyaluronic acid, contains arbutin that helps to lighten hyperpigmentation. Overall, a bad B is a good product. So I'm just going to be massaging that into the skin. I was rubbing this on my skin and it just felt really good. This massage just felt really good. I usually do stuff like this with my clients, so I just decided to pamper myself a little bit because I deserve love and tender care and affection. So we're just going to be massaging that, and because this is massage, I'm going to be using my relaxing voice so that I do not spook you and you can enjoy the process of seeing me massage this into my skin. You want to make sure you massage this till it's tacky, and then you're ready to apply the next product. The next product I'm going to be using is the smoothing primer. If you are new to my channel, well, I don't know. I don't know if you've seen me using this before, but I like to use a smoothing primer because it's easy to blend and it just helps to fill up my pores. So any silicone-based primer would work, but I like this one just because it's really easy to blend. So I'm just going to be slapping that into the areas that I have the larger pores, like the sides of my cheeks, sides on top of my nose, sometimes my forehead and my chin, anywhere really that I just want to add extra smoothness to. I apply this bad boy too. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. Next, we're going to be color correcting because you know why. Dark circles. Over here in this channel, we don't like dark circles at all. Dark circles are the enemy. We don't like dark circles, so what are we going to do to dark circles? We're going to take them out. How are we going to take out dark circles? We're going to use an orange or a peach tone color corrector and just lightly, without too much force, destroy dark circles. We don't want dark circles. So I'm using a synthetic brush to blend that product onto my eyes, using a very light amount of that. I just need to cancel out that pigment. I'm not trying to, you know, create a new tone there. I'm just trying to use the principle of arts to cancel out that pigment before we move on to apply foundation on the rest of my face. For foundation, I am using this Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation in the shade 6W. This is my second time repurchasing this foundation. Why? Because it is bomb. It is beautiful. It looks like skin. It gives a healthy glow. It is just that girl. It is just a good foundation. I like it. And I didn't want to have too much coverage for this makeup. I just wanted it to look like my skin, but flawless. Like, actually I was focusing more on the feel of the makeup, you know, because recently I've been wearing makeup daily, and I noticed, like, whenever I have heavy makeup, I don't like how it feels on my skin. I feel uncomfortable. I feel self-conscious. I really don't feel like myself. I feel like I'm wearing a mask. So I'm trying to test out like different textures on myself to see what is much more comfortable for me. Plus I sweat a lot, so you know, I'm working through the whole process of making sure, or finding the perfect routine for me. And yeah, so you can follow me on that journey and hopefully we can discover it together. So now I've evened out my complexion and I'm just going to spot conceal the areas where I feel like I need extra coverage, so like around my mouth, and also that little burn mark that I had from doing my hair that has just refused to leave me. So for concealer, I'm going to be using this concealer from Ruby Light Cosmetics. It's a liquid concealer. It has great coverage and it is matte. Yes. Because my base is very dewy, I didn't want to pair it with something that was equally dewy. I wanted to pair it with something matte. And yeah, again, I made the mistake. I don't know if you watched my last video, but I did that same thing again. I didn't wait for my concealer to sit before blending it out again. When you're doing this, if you're ever going to be recreating any of the looks from my videos, please just in your everyday life, if you need extra coverage underneath your eyes, just wait for your concealer to sit for a little bit before you blend it out. I promise it will make a whole lot of difference. Like, it will make such a huge difference in the finish or in the application of your makeup, you know. So I'm just going to be applying concealer to the rest of my face, or you know, the other areas where we apply concealer to: head, forehead, sides, and nose, under eyes again, because I wasn't satisfied with that coverage. Yeah, I'm going to just let that sit, and I will show you guys something in a minute, okay? So I let this particular concealer sit, but then see what happens. Where I let it sit to, you can see that the coverage is there, but then there's like a little disconnect in between, like my outer corner and like the center, the inner corner. There's just a little place that product didn't get to, you know. So that sucked, but we fixed it with powder, so it didn't really matter in the end. But yeah, that's what happens when you let your concealer sit for a bit. The coverage intensifies and you can use less products and get maximum results. So now I'm setting my under eyes. I'm using the Flawless Airbrush, Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Airbrush powder in the shade Tan, and I'm just using that to set my under eyes and also fill in some of those dark spots that concealer didn't get to. Next, I'm going to be bronzing the sides of my face with Sunstalker bronzer from Fenty Beauty. Jordyn Woods, I feel like, is, when I think Jordyn Woods makeup, I just think bronzed. I just think bronze cheekbones, sculpted face, and yeah, that's what we're trying to achieve today. I don't know why I didn't use some foundation to do my contour, but I just wasn't feeling it today, so I didn't. But yeah, this should still give me somewhat of a similar look to what she has, you know. Yeah, but more on an everyday vibe, but similar. So now I'm going to be setting the rest of my face with my mineralized skin finish powder from MAC. This is everybody's OG for a natural beat. If you're going for natural beats and you don't have a baked powder or MAC's mineralized skin finish or a baked powder like the Sephora one, what are you even doing? Well, just kidding, actually. I just like this powder because it has some sheen to it, so that really helps to make your skin look luminous and natural, because the skin naturally glows. It's not matte. It doesn't look too matte on the skin, but it sets the makeup without looking dry. So yeah, now I'm going to be contouring the sides of my nose. Jordyn didn't have her contour go all the way to her brows. She had the contour go from the sides of the nose into the crease, and that is what we're replicating. Now I decided to go a little extra because I thought, you know, I could do it better, but clearly I can't. I went in with this shimmery eyeshadow also from the Macari palette, and I didn't like it, guys. I didn't like it at all, so I had to go back to cover it up with a nude eyeshadow because I didn't understand the assignment, but it looks good. It looks nice. Now we're going to be lining my lips. I'm going to be lining my lips with this brown lip pencil and applying MAC's Sorry Not Sorry lipstick, Powder Kiss lipsticks. I love their Powder Kiss lipsticks. Just feels like powder literally on the lips, like, I don't know, it feels really lightweight and nice to blend. Then I went in with this other nude shade from MAC again. I'm sure I will list out all of this in the description or on the screen for you guys to see. So we're lining the lips again because some of that nude color blended out to the edges, and it made me lose the definition to my lips. Sure, we're gonna put some gloss on it because Jordyn is a gloss babe and we love gloss over here. I'm going to be using one of the shades from my collab with Zico Cosmetics. So girl, this was giving me latte vibes. I was like, yeah, this is giving me like that champagne crystal vibes because that's what Jordyn had on. So applying that on the bottom lip, and it's giving. And then we're going to go ahead to apply to the top lip, and yeah, it's so juicy, so beautiful. We love it. We love to see it, don't we? Yes, we do. So we're just going to spread that all over my lips. Ah! Fine babe. Hey, I love Sophiology so much. That fine babe word has just gotten stuck in my mouth. But anyways, I'm going to be highlighting my cheeks with this pink glow highlighter from Bobbi Brown. I noticed that this Jordyn Woods also had like a silvery highlight to her skin, so that's what we're going to try to mimic because this is a recreation after all. Sorry if you got lost in translation, but check out the beauty. It's the beauty for me. It's the sculpt for me. It's the lips and the eyes and the everything for me. I enjoyed doing this makeup and I enjoyed doing this voiceover. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you recreate this look. And yeah, I have to go eat now and see you guys later. Bye.